Yes, sir. We are back with another podcast, another Chisme with DoKnow. We got the lovely
Maya Mixon.
How you doing, Maya?
I'm good. I'm kind of sleepy, actually.
Me too. I had a long day today. Actually, this is like a blind interview. Like, I know nothing about Maya at all. I just seen her nude on Twitter. She had tapped in. And
I
yeah,
know,
we're
I
here
just
now.
DM'd you.
I know you DM'd me. I was like, huh? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see you. So where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Michigan.
Wow.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm a nanny, actually, on the side.
That's it?
Only until May. I'm 22. I'm a 2000s baby.
Oh, just like me.
Just like you.
Okay.
So, you know.
That's fire. How was it growing up in Michigan?
Boring. There's not much to do there. I had a very normal, traditional, regular childhood. Like my mom's a teacher. Like we grew up very normal, you know? Yeah. So I'm the black sheep of the family for sure.
What's your ethnicity?
Guess.
White?
Yes.
Okay, you're white.
Nobody ever guesses white.
People think you're Latina?
People think I'm everything.
What's like the craziest one you've got?
Half black. A lot of people think I'm Native American or Hawaiian or I get Latina a lot, but yeah, just white.
And then growing up was fucking dad around? Was your dad around?
Yes, my dad is like my best friend.
So what did your dad do?
My dad's a graphic designer.
Wow. So you're really just took a whole different route with what you do.
Yeah, I've got a brother and sister. They're both totally normal. I'm just different.
Are you the youngest or you're the oldest?
I'm the middle.
You're the middle baby. Okay.
Yes.
So you have the younger brothers. Which is younger, the brothers?
My younger sister, and she's actually only a year younger than me, so we're like best friends. And then I have an older brother.
Okay, and then you're the only one that kind of took a different route on what you do.
Yeah.
How was like middle school and high school for you? Because I know elementary was probably.
I think I peaked in middle school, actually.
You peaked in middle school?
Yes, that's when I was normal for a while, and then some shit happened. But middle school was super cool and fun. And I was a little bit of a slut already. Like, I got suspended in 7th grade for making out with my boyfriend in the hallways. Yeah.
Suspended for that?
Suspended for making out with my boyfriend.
I used to make out with my fucking middle school crush on the hallway all the time.
Yeah, but that's when my parents knew. They were like, okay, she's a slut.
I don't think who caught you guys? The teacher, the principal, or what was the situation?
A substitute teacher.
So give me the rundown of the day. Where were you guys? Was he like grabbing on the booty?
So I had this little boyfriend, and we would always during 3rd period just sneak out of class and go make out. That was our mojo, every single day.
So you guys would meet up and go make out.
Yes, and so we met up, made out, and this was a while of us doing it. So we were getting kind of loose with it. We weren't being very careful about it. So we were just making out, and the substitute teacher came out, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And I thought that her voice sounded like this kid in our class, so I just kept making out with him because I was like, it's just that kid in our class.
Yeah.
And then we got suspended.
Wow.
Yeah.
And fucking what did they tell your parents? Like, hey, we caught Maya making out with her boyfriend?
Yeah, no, my dad, I rode the bus home, and usually I would walk home from the bus stop. My dad picked me up from the bus stop, and I was like, oh, he knows.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he knows. So I'm sitting there, because my parents always went through my phone and took my phone away, so I'm sitting there, deleting all my shit super quick before my dad gets me.
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was bad.
Damn, I remember one time my girlfriend, the girl I was with in middle school, I remember we were walking down the hallway and I slapped her ass, but we used to just, you know what I mean? That was my girlfriend. And one of the teachers called me. He didn't say anything, but he was just like, hey, if anybody, you know what I mean? He was like, bro, I get it. You guys are together. Look, just don't do it in school. You know what I mean? And I was like, but we were kind of laughing, me and her, because she used to I don't know, we used to, we're dating. You feel me?
Yeah.
Little cute shit.
When I got suspended, though, the principal of the school was like, now you're known as the slut, and he's known as the stud. And I was like, okay, I get how the world works now. I get it. So.
Which one was the was the principal a guy or a girl?
A girl, actually.
Oh, so she told you
yeah.
Now you're the little slut from the school. And
yep. And I was that's how everybody knew me since then. Yeah, but I mean, making out isn't that bad, but my school was very very normal, and so that stuff didn't go didn't happen very much.
Yeah,
So,
it's not like you were having sex in the hallway. You were just making out.
but that's what everybody made it seem like.
So when you came back to school, everybody was like, "Oh, Maya, you was getting it cracking in the hallway." So did you ever have sex in school?
No, I
Me
didn't
either.
have sex until I was like 15. I didn't really go to high school, so, you know.
Yeah, I remember some girls that went to high school with got caught having sex in one of like the abandoned classrooms.
Really?
And the whole school knew.
I would have done that, but I didn't really go to high school, so. But I mean, that sounds about up my alley.
Yeah. So tell us about your high school. Like, why didn't you go? When did you stop going? Why did you stop going?
I didn't go to high school because, like, first semester, freshman year, I got really, really sick. So I was in the hospital for 3 years. So that's why I didn't go to high school. Then after that, after being in the hospital for that long, I was, like, mentally really fucked up. So then I just didn't go.
So freshman year, you got really sick?
Yes.
What'd you get really sick from?
I had ulcerative colitis, so I have really big scars on my belly. And so, yeah, but I'm all good now. But
what caused that, or what was the reason?
The ulcerative colitis, so most people can have ulcerative colitis and live with it with like medications. I couldn't. I got like really, really sick, had to have like emergency surgeries. Was like, you know, the whole hospital thing. I thought I was gonna die a lot, so I had a rough go.
So like from like the 9th grade so basically your whole 4 years that you were supposed to be in high school, you were at home or in the hospital?
Yes.
Wow. So did you get homeschooled or something? You did online?
They tried to, but I was literally too sick to even be homeschooled, so I just didn't go.
So did you suffer? Was it like suffering for like 3 years?
Yes, it was bad.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, anytime I was at home, like I would have an at-home nurse taking care of me. I was hooked up to IVs, like it was just rough. But I'm all good now, but that did leave, like, okay, so when you're sick for that long and like only, and that young, and I was only focused on like living, right? Like I was only focused on the physical.
Yeah.
All the mental stuff was like going on, but it was like a second thought for me. Like I didn't even think about it. So after I was finally recovered, then like all the mental shit hit and I was like, oh fuck, I'm kind of fucked up in the head now. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So when did you lose your virginity? You said at 15?
Yes.
But weren't you sick? You found time in the hospital to get some dick?
So actually at 15 was the year that I recovered. And so actually my family took a celebratory trip to Mexico.
Because you're okay now.
Because I was okay. I was like, good. And then when I was in Mexico, I lost my virginity to I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I lost my virginity to like a sexual assault. So, yeah, and a hotel worker in Mexico. So whatever. It's cool now. I've
mentally
therapy, like I'm good now. Don't feel bad for me.
No, of course not. But I didn't. You could have told me. I would have
Sorry, no,
you're
okay.
Good.
I'm very open about it.
But I'm glad you're okay now.
No, yeah.
Because I know it could be. I have a couple homegirls. I've been through some shit, and I know it could be a sensitive subject. So I'm glad you're okay now.
It's not for me because I've like talked so much about it. After that, I got really into drugs.
Okay, were you like a pill head, you would say?
Yes. Well, also because like the surgeries, they gave you pills.
Oh, so you kind of got addicted to the medicine they were giving you. Like, was it like opioids?
Yes. And so also at the same time, like I was also mentally fucked up. So that was the reason I was using them. And then also like I was trying to make up for lost time because I was in the hospital for all this time and all my friends. So you were like, I'm gonna live life. Yes. And so, but I lived a little bit too much. And so I was actually sober for 3 years.
Wow.
And more recently I just drink and smoke a little bit now. But yeah, that's all.
That's crazy. What was like your first time getting drunk? Like your turn up, you were like, damn, this is how it feels? Cause you were sick. So basically, you were sick from like the 8th grade to like the end of 9, the beginning of 10th grade?
Yes, ages 13 to 15.
Oh, 13.
Ages 12 to 15.
Oh, 12 to,
yes.
So you were just sick, and then the minute you could turn up, you was like, fuck it, we gonna live life.
Yes, absolutely. And I did that a little bit too hard. And then I was like, yo, I need to get sober. And I actually thought that I was an addict. Like I was in AA, and I thought that I was like a drug addict, alcoholic. Like that's how I identified myself, okay? And I like lived with that. I went to AA meetings every single week.
Rehab?
Rehab, yes. I would speak at rehabs once I was good and stuff. I worked through all my shit, and then like kind of recently, like a few months ago, I was like, yo, I don't think I'm actually an addict. I think that I just went through a lot of fucked up shit. That's
Yeah,
what I was
100%.
using to numb the pain. And so I think I'm good now. And so I am good now. So
That's crazy. And then when did you start getting, wow, you went through a lot. You went through a lot because you went from getting suspended for kissing a boy to obviously you got sick and then what you went through and, you know what I mean, as you know what I mean, like the sexual assault and stuff. When were you able to like where you felt like you were finally okay? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, literally within like the first few months of being sober, I like really worked on myself. Like my whole life was dedicated to like working on myself. And I was in severe depression, you know, before getting sober. Once I got sober, and ever since then getting sober, which I got sober at 18, I'm 22 now, I haven't been depressed at all. So like I've worked, yes, I've worked a lot, I've done, you know, whatever, but it's given me like all that shit I went through gave me just a new perspective on life. Yeah. And so that's kind of where I'm at now is like, I don't know, like so many people are so like I've gone through a lot and I've seen a lot. So like, you know, the whole sheltered, the whole like, oh, sex is bad, ooh, like I don't feel that way. And I'm just kind of like living, I don't know. Yeah,
and then so did you ever go to college? You didn't go to college?
I'm in college right now.
You're in college right now? Okay, yes. Yeah.
I want to be a psychologist.
Okay, well, I think you'll be a great psychologist.
Yes.
Yeah. But when do you start feeling like extra horror? Like when do you like when you're like, damn, I really like sex? Like when was the snap?
That was at age 15. I was like, yeah, I was super promiscuous and whatever. And before starting I only started like 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
And before starting I was like so horny and I would like send nudes to all these dudes for free. And just because I liked it and just because I like being on camera and being sexual and stuff. And I was like, and then I got all these Instagram DMs like, you should start an OnlyFans. And I was like, maybe I should. So I did, and it's been great.
So what age did he start the OF?
I guess 21.
21? Okay, so only about a year ago.
Less than a year ago.
Less than a year ago. Okay, and then you booming now.
Yes.
It's been doing well.
Yes. Well, actually, so when I first started the OnlyFans, so a few months prior, I had just blown up on TikTok. Like I made a TikTok, it got 40 million views. So it was huge. I was just talking. I was just like telling a story. And so it blew the fuck up. So from that, I got a ton of like Instagram followers, you know. And so then I made an OnlyFans and it popped off because of that. Now, when I first started OnlyFans, I was only doing solo content and I was doing like the bare minimum. The bare minimum, like literally like 2-minute videos, and people would pay so much for it just because like they wanted to see this girl on TikTok and they were like, I want to see her naked. So that's how it all started. But then my Instagram got deleted. And so I was like, oh, I got to like venture out now. So I made a Twitter, and so this is where I'm at now. And I don't think I'd be here now if my Instagram didn't get deleted, because I would have been still like, you know, riding off of that.
Yeah.
But
and then the Twitter went crazy for you.
Twitter's going well.
How was your first like on camera, like when you were like, okay, I'm gonna record
like sex?
Yeah, me sucking this dick and then I'm gonna fucking put it on the ground of the internet.
I love doing stuff on camera. Like a different personality comes out.
I could honestly relate, because I think like when, you know, for me, when you start getting nasty and the freakish and the phone come out, obviously I don't do it for the OF.
You should.
I do it for you, feel me? Or you feel me?
Or
like
just personal?
Yeah, it's personal, you know what I mean? I can see where the little turn I could come from, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, you nasty, freaky shit.
I get into it. And like, I didn't realize how much I get into it, but recently I did anal on camera for the first time. And so the dude who I do anal with, we're like close friends.
So you only do anal with one guy?
I've only done anal with one guy.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
I'm new to this, okay?
But because you made it, no. I was saying because you made it seem like you have certain people for certain things. So you're like the one dude I do it with.
Well, no, he's my best friend, so I'm very comfortable with him. And when you do anal and you're not like a porn star, you're just like, it needs to be somebody you're comfortable with. Because,
100%.
you know, you need to be able to you know, I keep hitting that.
No, yeah, no,
if
you
something
good.
happens, like they need to be cool about it, you know?
Yeah, like if you shit on them.
Yeah, exactly. so him and I are like best friends. And so we started doing the anal off camera because he was just trying to get it like stretched out, you know? And then I was like, and it just was hurting. It just wasn't going well. I wasn't like good with it, but I love anal. But then I was like, put the camera on. He puts the camera on. I turned into a different person. I was like, do it harder. Like, oh my, like, it just like, and I loved it. And so
Yeah.
I think the camera's good for me. I like
The camera
it.
gets you cracking.
I love it.
Does the size matter?
Does what?
The size matter?
No, because I mean, to an extent, because if it's like this big, like, you know, it's not going to do much. But like, in terms of anal, like a 6-inch, 7-inch, whatever, like, or 5, 6, 7-inch, like that's perfect for anal. So.
But what about in general?
In general, no. If you know how to work it, then like you're good. You know.
Yeah, you just if
you can do other things, if
Yeah.
you can whatever. Like sometimes too big it hurts. It's not even good. Like I'd prefer a little bit.
I've heard when we do the girl on Patreon on November, I've heard girls say that before. Like, it's kind of like whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So starting OnlyFans and starting to shoot with like actual like
professionals?
Professionals, and some of them have bigger dicks. And recently I shot with a guy who had a big dick, and it even sucking it hurt my mouth. It was like, it's difficult. It's a lot more difficult actually, but I still love it. I love the feeling of it. I love all dicks.
Yeah. You're pro dick?
Pro dick.
What is your type? Like what's your like what ethnicity have you dated the most? What haven't you dated?
Okay, so here's the thing. My ultimate type is personality. Now, how I just said, my best friend who I do anal with, he and I actually dated for a few years. He's not my type at all, but his personality is fire.
The personality is cool.
So that's what really attracted me to him. But physical attractiveness, like what I tend to lean the most towards is like tall, black, muscular, tattoos. Like that's my physical type. But like they definitely don't have to be that. Like if you've got a good personality, I don't care what you look like.
Yeah, you gonna lock it in?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I've always dated the prettiest girls. Maybe because I'm funny. You know what I mean? The funniness.
That's what I'm saying. This dude is not that attractive, like at all, but like his personality, like he's gotten so many pretty girls, and it's it's his personality.
I only date bad bitches, you feel me? Yes, sir. So if you're a bad bitch, type in. What is something you haven't tried in your world?
Like DP or gangbang. I don't think I would want to do a gangbang actually.
You don't think you would want to do it?
No. I like the intimacy of like, I like intimate sex. I'm actually a simp for real.
Oh, are you?
Yes. But
are you just saying that, or you're really like you want to be in love?
No, I want to be in love. But I will say, like when I watch porn, I watch gangbangs. Like that's my type.
That's your go-to?
To watch. Yes. And so, would it be fun? Maybe, but I don't know I don't know if it'd be my thing.
I see what you're saying. What's something you want to try?
I do actually want to try the DP though. I feel like that would feel really good.
You're like excited for it?
Yes.
When it comes to, have you done a threesome?
Yes, that my second time ever having sex was a threesome.
Wow.
Yeah, with my best friend, a girl, and a guy, and I don't really remember it that much. I was sick at that time actually, but I was still fucking though. But yeah. And I've done one threesome with 2 guys, one ever off camera, but
you didn't fuck with it? You didn't really like it?
Well, I don't really remember it. I was really drunk. So, yeah, that's like literally right after that experience I got sober. But I would do it again, and I'd want to do it sober. But I think I'm going to do a 2-dude threesome this week, actually.
Wow, for OF?
For OF, and I'm excited for it. Like, it sounds fun.
I know. What do your parents think about what you do?
Ooh, okay. So actually, when I first started on OnlyFans, I have a big fucking mouth. Like if I'm excited about something, I want to tell everybody about it. Okay,
Yeah.
Hear me out. So I'm in the car with my parents. I had just made my first day on OnlyFans. I made $5,000, and from nannying, I would make $1,000 a month. So that was like huge for me, you know.
Yeah.
And they had also, my parents had just known that I like blew up on TikTok. So I was like, oh my God, Mom and Dad, I'm making money on social media. And they were like, oh, cool, whatever. And at this time, I was like, like in this sober recovery, I talked to people. We're all about being honest and like whatever. So I went and talked to my girl, and she was like, dude, you need to be honest. And I was like, yeah, I feel guilty. I need to be honest. So the next day, I was like, Mom, you know how I told you it was social media? It's actually like OF. And so at first, my parents were very upset, but they've come around a lot. They actually went to a therapist, and the therapist was like, yo, do you guys want her in your life? And they were like, obviously. She was like, you need to accept it. And so ever since then, my parents are like amazing. Like, we have a great relationship. We just don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it, yeah. And then, like, I know a mom is one thing, but obviously you're like daddy's little girl, right? How did dad take it, or how is dad taking it?
So actually, my dad is extremely open-minded. Like, he is the greatest person in the world, I feel like. And so, like, yeah, obviously you don't want your daughter to do that. Like, obviously you feel some type of way, but like, he gets it.
He's kind of like, that's you. Keep being you.
Yeah, like, and it's like, they don't have to like it, they don't have to support it, whatever, but they support me. And so there's a lot more to me than OnlyFans, and they love me. So
okay, I see what you're saying. How do your siblings take it? They don't give a fuck.
No, my brother actually, like, it's kind of weird, but my sister was actually also upset at first, but we're
your brother was kind of upset too, like.
Yes.
They
were both, the whole family. It was rough for a couple months, but then.
But see, your brother, you gotta see, because I got 3 older sisters, so one of my sisters did that shit, I probably wouldn't like it either. Like, because we got homies, we got friends, and you feel me, and it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure your brother probably can't even follow you on anything.
I think I remember like my mom telling me that my brother's friend sent him something about me, and so. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It'd be rough.
Just be rough. And then, are you planning on doing anything like professionally?
Well, technically, everything I do is professional because it's my profession. But you mean like mainstream?
Yeah, like mainstream.
No.
Nah?
No.
You're not down with the mainstream?
No, because I want to be a therapist. I don't want to be like so out there,
But so this is just a temporary thing?
I mean,
because I'm pretty sure you can't be a therapist and doing
no, I can, because I want to be a sexual abuse therapist, and so it kind of can like all
you could
go together,
like all can relate. Like, okay, yeah. And then when you were going through all this shit, have you was there ever a time where you were like, man, I'm done? Because you went through a lot. Obviously, what you went through, the being sick, everything. Was there ever a time where you were like, man, I don't even want to be alive no more type shit?
Oh, that was...
all the time?
That was years. Like, every single day I'd wake up wishing that I hadn't. And
wow.
I was in 15 mental hospitals in 2 years. All because of depression. And but it was like, once I got sober, once I really took therapy seriously, once I really worked on myself, now I don't feel that way anymore. But it was rough for a couple years.
But it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, going through all of that, like, I was like, damn, that's a lot, fool. Like,
but I'm grateful that I went through it all, because like now I feel like I am extremely emotionally intelligent, and it's hard to connect to people a lot of times, because like therapy, everybody thinks of therapy as something that you have to do.
Like, you're corny.
Like, whatever. I still go to therapy. I'm good. I've been good for years, but I still go to therapy every single week, because it's like working on yourself. It's investing in yourself.
That's dope. That's dope. And we were just recently talking about that shit with AD and Tyrell, where like it's fucking like therapy's normal. You feel me? I don't know like your background, but like in the hood, it's kind of looked down upon, just because you feel me. Like, you just like, man, stop being a bitch. We're supposed to deal with all this shit.
That's toxic masculinity.
No, 100%. But I just think in general, like, I don't know, like at least in like I would say from my fucking experience, like growing up Latino and shit like that, there's a lot of shit that's kind of like looked as white people shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sure. And then we talk about it all the time, but as you get older and you feel me, like, and you meet people like you, example yourself, where you've been through fucked up shit, you almost died for 3 years straight, you went through a drug addiction problem. You were drunk. You were all this shit, all this crazy shit, all within, I guess you could say, at the same time, right?
Yes.
And then seeing how you are now, very open-minded to talk about what you've been through, how fucking, you're very happy, I assume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're probably from a very, like, you feel me? You're like, I think that's dope. And you're a great example of what therapy can do.
Well, can I say something? Because you talked about the white people shit.
Yeah,
and I do agree that, like, okay, I grew up in a very nice, like a very normal, parents both together, had jobs, stable and stuff. And so I feel like there would be a lot of times when I'd go to these mental hospitals and there would be kids there who like had horrible family lives,
like
upbringings, you know, whatever. And I was like I am very grateful that like I had the tools. Like my parents have always
been there
helped
for you.
me, and I do agree. Like it's not just white people shit, but it's like it kind of is, because it's like, you know.
No, and I get what you're saying, especially like. Yeah, example, because you feel like you're going through the world and then you meet kids with no parents and fucking been through a million things and you're like, fuck.
I mean, at least I've got my family and they can help me. Like, they'll always be able to help me.
So that's dope to see you like fucking come an obstacle from that. But like, that's dope. That's cool as fuck. I honestly, I didn't expect the conversation to go here. That's dope.
Yeah, I did.
I think that's so different. You feel me?
Sorry.
I think we're just going to your back. Nah, that's dope. It's always dope too.
I was trying not to be depressing, but I hope everybody watching doesn't think this is depressing, because it's
a conversation.
It's full circle, and it's like I've been through shit, but I'm good now.
Yeah, so. Hell yeah. So back to the horny shit.
So what?
I'm like, so back to the horny shit.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. What is some shit that like turns you on? What's like your thing? What's like do you have like a fetish?
Ooh, I feel like being on camera I actually just learned, I think the difference between kink and fetish is it has to, like, you have to have something happen in order for you to be turned on, or like, and kink is just like, that's just something I like, you know?
Okay.
But I think that like a kink would be the camera thing.
Yeah.
I also like, actually, honestly, like my sex life is pretty normal other than that. Like, yeah, I like pretty basic things.
Are you an ass eater?
An ass eater, yes.
You do eat ass.
Well, yes. And so here's my thing. I like turning the other person on turns me on. And so I've had situations where the dude's like, oh, it turned me on so much if you eat my ass. And it's like, dude, is eating ass my favorite thing in the world? No. But like turning them on is, and so I'll do it.
So you like to pamper?
Pamper?
Like pamper, like you like to baby.
Yes. Yeah. I like to make the other person feel good.
I feel that. Is there anything else like that that people don't know about the sex thing that you like, that a lot of people probably will be like, oh shit? Because working at No Jumper, I met some crazy ass shit. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
No.
Like I didn't know the whole sticking a pole through the pee hole was a thing, and I was like, what
I've never done that.
No, and then I met this girl and I was like, you did that to a guy? She was like, yeah, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy to me.
I've never done that, although there was this thing, and I wasn't necessarily into it, but so when I was like 16 years old, you know, I was going through my little mental health shit or whatever. Yeah. And this guy DM'd me on Instagram.
Crazy. I like how you talk about it like,
it's whatever. So this guy DM'd me on Instagram, and he was like, yo, like, I'll pay you this much if I can just massage your feet. And now, as women, we get this shit a lot. And so I showed it to my friend who I was with, and I was like, yo, look at this message. And she was like, we should do it. And I was like, what? You're crazy. She's like, no, my boyfriend will come with us. He'll stand outside with a gun, like, and we can do this. And I was like, all right, bet. So our little 16-year-old asses, like, took ourselves to this motel, the scariest looking guy I've ever seen. And we sat at the edge of his bed, and he just like licked our shoes, massaged our feet,
licked your shoes.
Yes. And so then, licked our shoes. He was like, and he wanted us to like degrade him, and that's not my thing. Like, I like to be submissive. But
See, like, I've heard that too. I've heard that.
So he wanted us to like kick him and be like, oh, you're such a weirdo. Like, yeah, shit like that. And so I was trying.
That's so fucking weird.
But then he was like, yo, so it was $300 just to do that. And then he was like, I'll pay you an extra $300 if you pee in my mouth. And I was like, $300. I mean, I could get down with that.
And then $300 in Michigan is a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I mean 300 to a 16-year-old drug addict. That's amazing. Yes.
Oh my God.
So I went.
I love how you make fun of your pain. It is amazing.
So he went to the we went to the bathroom of this dirty ass motel. He laid on the floor and I squatted over his mouth and I actually got pee shy. I didn't pee in his mouth, but he was like, "I'll still give you the 300 if you guys just spit in my mouth." And we did, and we went out, and it was 15 minutes, and it was $600 to a 16-year-old. That's insane.
One, he's a weirdo.
He was a weirdo, but I mean, everybody like.
Two, he's even a bigger weirdo. No, that's crazy.
But no, I've actually like, I think that like sexual stuff is just like human instincts, and if you're into that, you're into that, and that's cool. I mean, I'd say the biggest weirdo, like the biggest no in that situation is that we were underage.
Underage, yes, of
But
course.
like, if you just like that, that's fine. That's cool.
That's cool.
Like, okay.
I like getting massages. I think that's probably my thing. Like I like
massages.
Yeah, you feel me? I like getting my back rubbed, my back scratched, my head scratched.
Oh, okay. This is my move. Okay, if I'm on a date with a guy, okay, and I'm feeling like I might want to like sleep with you or whatever. Yeah. Okay, I have him. I'm like, can you give me a back massage? And he's like, yeah, I got you. And so I lay down. He's all like,
that's your guy voice.
He's massaging my back, and I'm like, can you massage my butt? And then he does that, and then I'm horny and I'm ready to go.
That's your thing?
Like, massages make me horny.
Damn, I love massages. We have something in common, massages. Yeah, because I'm like the type to where like, I'll be like, if I be making up excuses, like everything's sore. Because I be at the gym lately. I've been working out. I'm getting skinnier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel me? Pumping iron. And it been like doing cardio. So I'll be like, my legs are sore. And I'll be getting the massage. I'll be like,
Yes, it does something to me.
Yeah, I be going to sleep too. I be memes after that shit.
Do you have any like kinks?
I don't think so. I don't think like nothing crazy. Like I'm telling you, like I do like the normal shit. Like, you know, you feel me? I'll slap your ass very hard. I'll fucking, you feel me? Choke you. I'll spit in your mouth, pull your hair. I'll do you feel me? But I've never like yeah, I never done no crazy shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I've heard like the peeing thing is crazy to me. Like I've heard it a lot. I've heard that's a thing.
The peeing?
Yeah, like you cannot pee on me. That is crazy.
I just told a wild ass story on my TikTok actually about peeing. So this one time, I was at a party, okay?
Okay.
And I had a crush on this guy, okay?
And you peed on him.
No. So I had a crush on him. He's the one that was hosting the party. It was at his house, okay?
Okay.
So I got drunk. And I had to throw up. Happens to the best of us, right?
Of course.
So I bathrooms were full, so I had to go outside next to his house to throw up. And all of a sudden, I was living in Michigan, and it was winter, and I started to feel rain. And I was like, in my drunken state, I was like, why is it raining? It's raining. I look up. Dude was peeing out his window right on me.
On accident?
On accident, yeah. It wasn't on purpose.
So you want to go throw up by a bush that happened to be where his window was at, and then it was him peeing out?
He was peeing on me. And like...
And then what'd you do? You like, we're like, oh!
A part of me was like kind of hot, but like...
What the fuck?
But no, initial reaction, I was like... fuck this guy. So I like went upstairs and I was like, fuck you just peed on me. And then we actually ended up dating for like a year.
Wow, yeah. After the pee situation.
Yeah.
So you think him peeing on you was kind of what brought you guys together?
It was romantic.
Yeah, man, I've heard some crazy shit. I think the pee, I just don't know how that's a thing. Like, it's man, that shit could be a little wild.
So
that shit could be a little wild.
So if I know that you respect me as a person, right? And like you care about me and love me as a person, when it comes to sex, you can do some degrading shit and that's fun for me. Like I like that. As long as I know that you like respect me on the outside.
Yeah, 100%.
You know? So like, you can do a little bit. You can get away with a little bit of sex.
Bit.
Yeah.
So the massages are your thing? So the massage shit is your thing?
Oh yeah.
So what else is your thing? What else is like
my thing? I've actually recently been like really liking just like connected sex and like eye contact and kissing. I know it's not like weird or whatever, but like I really like that. I feel
intimate.
like there's two types of sexual things that I like, and it's like either the intimate, you know, like personal, like whatever, or I think maybe this is a kink. I have like a performance kink, and which is why I am great at OnlyFans, is because like I like to put on a show. I like to do that. That turns me on.
Yeah.
So I like both.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, I don't think I have like a crazy like. I like cute feet. I think like when a girl has her feet done.
I like feet too.
Yeah, I'm like big on like the, oh wow, you got cute feet. Okay, I think you feel me. Do you have
Do you
cute
suck
feet?
on toes?
I haven't sucked on toes. Actually, I think I did.
You think?
I think.
I feel like I'd remember sucking on a toe.
I just did. We were going crazy with the, you feel me, with the, I don't remember. Did I suck on it? I think I did suck on the toe.
Would you lick her shoe?
No, that's crazy.
No, it's just like the feet. I love cute little feet with like white toes.
Yeah, that's sexy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, licking a shoe is crazy. Licking a shoe is crazy.
And paying somebody to do it, yeah, that's a little wild.
That's fucking wild. Did he lick the bottom of your shoe?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
all of
it
it.
Was grimy.
All of it.
Damn.
Yeah, and he was like so like he was like like he was like so into it.
That's some really weirdo shit, food. Licking the and you guys live in Michigan, so I know it's cold. The shoe was probably all wet. It was fucking filled with snow.
It was in the summertime, actually.
Summertime?
But, you know.
That's still crazy, food. That is outrageous. What else is there to know about you?
What else is there to know about me?
Nothing?
Not nothing. I just don't really know.
What do you mean? What else is there to know about you?
So, like, you know, obviously with doing OnlyFans, like, you get a lot of comments of people being like, oh, you hoe, like, whatever, you know, that stupid shit. And I think I've been very well equipped for that. I had this situation with, do you know the owner of Barstool Sports?
Oh, I don't think I know the owner, but I know what Barstool Sports is.
Barstool Sports, okay. So there's the owner of Barstool Sports. So I had a little phase in my day where I'd, like, fly out and see people, okay? Or people would fly me out and I'd see them. And so the first person of that phase was the owner of Barstool Sports. So he flew me out, and I had a very bad experience with him, okay? And I wasn't planning on, like, talking about it. Like, I was just like, oh, whatever. I told my friends about it, but that's it. And then, a year after, I was seeing this guy, and he worked for Barstool Sports, and he was telling me about this bad situation he had with Barstool. And I was like, I also had a bad experience with the owner. So I told him about it, okay? A couple days later, he calls me. He's like, yo, there's this news reporter, and she said that a lot of girls have your same experience, and she wants to talk to you. And I was like, can I be anonymous? And he was like, yeah. So I talked to this girl. I was anonymous, whatever. And then the story finally comes out, and this dude blew it the fuck up. He broke my anonymity. And at that point, I was getting, like, death threats and, like,
from, like, supporters of the Barstool?
His supporters and stuff, like, the worst of the worst messages you could ever get. And I feel like that actually kind of prepared me for this, because now I, like, look at a comment that's like, oh, daddy issues, oh. Which, wait, by the way,
daddy issues.
Can I just say something? If you are, where's the camera?
You can look at this one.
If you are a man and you comment daddy issues, or I wonder what her father thinks, or whatever, and I'm like posting a sexy video, I'm like doing a little dance, I'm like talking about something sexual, and if that's what you comment, the first thing you think about is my dad, what's that make you think? Makes me think you're a little fruity, okay? So, I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't know why you think about my dad when you see me, but okay.
Daddy is just. What's your love life like? Like, what's your ideal date? What's Maya Mixon's ideal day? Like, what can somebody do to impress you the first date?
Not talk about anything sexual and not be all up on like, oh, what's your OnlyFans? Like, whatever. Like, if I'm dating you in my personal life, I want to build a connection with you that doesn't have to do with sex, and then we can bring sex into it.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know?
Have you ever been heartbroken?
Of course, but like I've never actually been in like a real relationship.
Never.
Not really.
And why is that? You think you just weren't ready for love? Well, other than the fact that you went through so much that you just were like, maybe I don't want to be super
weird.
Connected.
Yeah, I mean, no. For that time, definitely. Okay, so I think a lot of people, like, when they go to date somebody, they're like, what can this person give to me? What can I get from this person? What boxes do they check? People never think about, what boxes do I check? What do I have to give, okay? And I feel like that's where a lot of relationships go so wrong, is because, like, this person's great, but you're a piece of shit, right? And that was me for a while. Like, I'd be like, oh, I want this, this, and this, but I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. So, like, how can I even do that, you know? So, I don't know. Where I'm at now, like, I would like a little boo or whatever. Like, I like closeness and intimacy. I think that
Cuddles.
I think that sex can be intimate for sure, but, like, I don't think it's the most intimate thing you can do. Like, I think that I've had more intimacy with cuddling. I've had more intimacy with conversations. Like, so, you know, I'm a big cuddler, though. I like to cuddle.
Yeah. Well, shit, Maya, I appreciate you. Man, you're probably, like, the most, like, different interview, especially for what you do. Cause usually...
Really?
Nah, I mean, actually, I've had a pretty dope interviews. We talk about life and shit, like, mental health and shit like that, you know what I mean? But I think it's dope. You really... You know, you're super, like... I think that's dope. I think your story's crazy. And I think
Really?
the way you deal with everything is crazy.
See, I thought that, like, okay, so, like, where I live in Michigan, I am the most batshit person there, right?
Really?
Like, I'm a psycho, right? But, like, when I got into this, like, sex industry, I feel like I'm, like, boring. I'm like,
Really?
These people are all so much wilder than me. I'm, like, not that wild. But.
I just think maybe because you're probably from, like, a smaller town. Maybe that's why you're, like, look as the crazy. But, man, I know a lot of people that went through the similar things you went through, and probably even worse, and or probably even less, and they still haven't fully, coped with shit. And I think, like, hearing you talk about how you dealt with shit and shit like that, I thought not that it's dope, but it's dope to see that, the fact that you overcame that obstacle, you know what I mean?
That's why I talk about it, because it's like, anybody you meet, it's like they've either dealt with addiction or mental health, or somebody they love has dealt with addiction or mental health. It's something that everybody fucking goes through,
100%.
but nobody fucking talks about it.
Yeah.
So I like to be able to talk about it and share my story, and, like, hey, I went through this shit, but I overcame it. This is where I'm at now, and, like, hopefully it can help people. Because I feel like when I was going through my shit, I really needed somebody like that, you know?
100%. So we're going to do a little speed round question, and you're just going to answer.
Ooh, okay.
Hot or cold?
Hot or cold?
Yeah.
Hot.
Missionary or doggy?
Missionary.
Missionary?
I like to look. I actually like the person. Sorry, this is supposed to be speed. I like the person to look at my face and look at what they're doing to me, you know?
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Actually, yeah.
I fuck with
like
Pepsi
the sweetness.
too. Yeah, me too. Roller coasters or no roller coasters?
Roller coasters.
You fuck with roller coasters?
Oh, yeah.
Tequila or dark?
I'm new to drinking, so I actually don't know what that means, but...
So, like, you prefer tequila or Hennessy?
I like tequila. I haven't really tried much. I'm new to drinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Mixed drinks or raw?
Mixed drinks.
Mixed drinks.
Oh, yeah.
What's your mixed drink to go to?
Like, just some cranberry vodka, you know, something. Okay. I don't like to taste it much, but you know what I do? I'd be drinking these mixed drinks, and it's still too much for me. I'm still like, you know?
Oh, like the adioses and shit like that. The adios be fucking me up. I drank a couple before I mashed at me sleep.
Well, no. It's just like, it's gross. It tastes gross in my mouth. So what I do is I have a piece of candy. That's what I chase with. It's smart. I swear to God, it takes the taste away better than any. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You could travel anywhere in the world right now. Where would you go?
I would have said Hawaii a while ago, but I just went to Hawaii and it was so cool. So, I actually don't really know. Somewhere warm and beachy.
Somewhere warm and beachy. California.
I'm happy to be here right now.
Is there anything we should be expecting soon?
Ooh, I mean, this week that I'm in LA, I'm shooting with a lot of people. Just a lot new content with big people, super awesome stuff.
Okay.
You know.
We're excited to see you.
Yay.
You feel me? Yeah, when I prayed your shit, your Instagram's private. So I went to your Twitter. I'm like, whoa, okay, she be doing this shit.
I DM'd you on Twitter too. I DM'd you on both Instagram and Twitter. I was like, I need him to answer me.
I'm like, I seen the messages be everywhere.
I know.
Appreciate you, Maya Mixon. Where can they find you? Just Maya Mixon anywhere?
Maya Mixon, all socials.
Spell it for them because it's spell Mixon because people seem not to be able to spell.
MAYAMIXON.
Maya
Mixon
everywhere.
Yes.
Where'd you get Mixon from?
I don't know. I just thought of it. I was like, I want an MM. I want,
Double M. Okay, Ma, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
You feel me? Thank you.
So do the handshake right here. Like just simple, just boom, boom.
Oh, okay.
Let me just boom, boom. So whenever you're in LA, you run into a bunch of Latinos, just be like, what's up, fool? Ready? Just try it.
So cool now. Okay.
No, but you got to say what's up, fool.
Oh, what's up, fool?
There she Appreciate you guys. This is another episode of Chisme with DoKnow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Tap in with Maya, you feel me? Her link, her shit with her Twitter, her Instagram will be in the description. I can't put the OF, but I will put the Twitter and the Instagram so y'all can follow, and then y'all could go explore yourselves with Maya. You feel me?
It's fun.
Maya,
it's a good time.
What could they expect to see? Just real quick. Boom, boom, boom.
Lots of wild shit.
Exactly. A lot of butt stuff.
I love butt stuff. So yeah.
Appreciate you, Maya. We out. Bow.
Thank you.